I am often very inspired and heartened by a quote from Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. If a truth appears at one time in one mind, there is nothing that can stop it from spreading the world over and setting everything ablaze. If it's true, the world is going to be transformed. Climate change, biosphere collapse, economic collapse, freshwater scarcity, those are all challenges and problems, but they're really symptoms of one problem, and that is the way that we understand ourselves in the world. We have a new story of the universe, of ourselves. We are actually connected to every single other thing in the universe. And so that idea that we're distinct from the rest of the world collapses. We need to make it so that humans are not this destructive presence on Earth, that we're in relationship and in communion with all of life on Earth so that we can allow for life and humanity to continue to exist. The bicycle is this vehicle, quite literally, for this shift in culture and the shift in society that we need to make, not only related to climate change, but the idea of streets for people, the fact that we've given up a huge percentage of our public space for the storage of these hunks of steel. By creating space in our public realm for the bicycle, those are the cities that are going to be the places that people want to live. Sustainability suggests that we can sort of just tweak the way things are right now. Resilience is creating self-sufficient and self-reliant communities that can deal with the challenges that come from things like climate change or economic collapse. Resilience is an attitude. It's about individual people dealing with challenges, persevering, figuring out solutions. The Wigg Party works to make the area around the Wiggle more sustainable and more resilient. The reason we started this work was because we were scared about what's happening on planet Earth. And we didn't really know what we wanted to do to make a change, but we knew we wanted to do something. We said, well, we can't change the world, we can't change our country, but we could change our neighborhood. The Wiggle is a bike route that goes through the Lower Haight. It goes to Bow, Steiner, Waller, Pierce, Haight, Scott, Fell, and Oak. It's the most crucial bike route in the whole city, and it's also the place where people are the most enlightened around the need for bicycle infrastructure, and we're making the most improvements around the Wiggle. When we started 5 years ago, there was like the mural and a bike box, and that was it. And now we have these super sharrows. Scott Street's going to be totally transformed. We have the Fell and Oak bike lanes. It's not enough for us to move our community forward. The ultimate goal is to do it in a way that inspires other people to do the same work in their own community. The Now Festival is a community festival. We say the challenge of Now is to co-create the best possible version of our community for one extraordinary week. And what it looks like is 70 or more events that the community puts on. Let's take this 1 week and let's be together. We've always had an idea, how can we make the Panhandle mixed-use path better? We're gonna do a high five bike ride. High five. I jumped on my bike and I just started riding up and down the Panhandle, just high-fiving people. High five. Yeah, there it is. If we're gonna be next to pedestrians, we might as well create a little bit more pleasant environment. One of the problems on the mixed-use path is as people are coming down eastbound, which is slightly downhill, some people go a little too fast. I want to put that Simon and Garfunkel song, slow down, you're moving too fast, got to make the moment last, and do the chalking at a interval that fits with the rhythm of the song, so that if you're seeing the lyrics too quickly and the song's too fast, that you know you're going too quickly. I've always wanted to go out on the Wiggle in a referee uniform, and when people don't do what they're supposed to do, I'm going to throw the flag on them and let them know that they need to be a little bit more considerate of other people.
You gotta let the pedestrian go, man. Hey.
All of those things together make for a better community. And if we can shift enough people, that's when the revolution is going to happen. How do we create this shift that we need to make? It's a lot of small things. And if we all did a lot of small things together, those things add up. If we all sweep our doorstep, the whole world will be clean. If we take care of our community and you take care of your community, that's how the shift happens, is community by community. We have work to do. We have work to do today, right now, to make this world a viable place for not only human beings, but all of life on Earth. Some days you feel on top of the mountain and that you can achieve this huge transformation that we need, and some days you're looking up at the full glory of the mountain and how impossible it is to climb it and how hopeless it is. On those days when you just feel like it's all worthless and meaningless, you know, you have to remember that it's still worth it to try.